Hello everybody, Vinium here, and today I just found out that I got tagged. I got tagged by KENSLOG, and the tag is about my gaming history. Now, before I actually start to say my gaming history, I just want to give you some update on the show. I know that I already announced that the new season was supposed to start on the last week of February, but I've been having some problems, health problems. I've been sick this past week. That's why I wasn't around. Many of you actually didn't heard about me because I was very sick. And the weather here has been crazy. It's been raining for the past days, and I haven't been able to actually complete the things that I wanted to do to start the new season. But it seems I haven't been able to complete them. I have to push the premiere for the new season just a little bit further. I do not have an exact date yet, but I will actually let you know once I got everything well and done, because I really want to begin the new season with a bang. I really want to do something very, very incredible, and I know that you're going to enjoy it. Now, back into the tagging. A great YouTuber, KENSLOG, which actually subscribed to my channel just a few weeks ago, I believe, or like a month ago, if I'm not mistaken, tagged me on my gaming history. I saw his video, and completely amazing how he actually described the different stages that he got since his first gaming console and all that. The thing is that I'm gonna do it a little bit different, because I've been saying my gaming history since I started my videos on back to memory lane, the ones that actually start, yep, it is that time again, those. I already talked about my Atari, my NES, the Genesis, the Game Boy, and the Super Nintendo. There's a lot of other video games that I really want to talk about. But in my gaming history, I'm going to actually take you to the greatest part of my gaming history, which was on the arcades. There were only four places that I actually went to play arcades. And one of them was on a bowling alley that I used to play. I was on a bowling league, and they actually had a room with a lot of arcade games. I remember playing in that place Popeye. I actually have Popeye for the Atari 2600. I played the Popeye there. I played, of course, Street Fighter 2 was once there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first game. The X-Men, the X-Men game. They actually has two big screens. I used to play those games there. Another place that I went to play was on a pizza parlor near my house, back in the neighborhood, and I used to play. Actually, that was the first place that I played Street Fighter 2. It was on that place, and I actually met a lot of people there. And I also went to the biggest mall in the Caribbean, which is Plaza Las Americas, and they had two timeouts in that mall. One on the first floor, one on the third floor, and a lot of people went there, and I met a lot of people playing those games over there. I remember playing games like the SNK games, where that was where I actually started to play them. Fatal Fury, Summer Shadow, the World Heroes. In one of those timeouts, the one that was on the first floor, is where I played Super Street Fighter 2 for the first time. And the other place was on another mall known as San Patricio Plaza. They actually have, back in the 80s, they have an arcade on the lower floor that was called Land of Oz. Then they actually remade the entire mall, and they actually put the arcades on the third floor, and it was changed to Stop and Play, which is no longer a Stop and Play. And in those arcades, I remember playing the Mortal Kombat games, the Street Fighter Alpha games, and all that stuff. In my gaming history, the best part of it was when we were playing on the arcades. Because back in that day, we didn't have anything like the internet, or we didn't have Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, or the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. No, you actually have to go to the arcades. You have to spend money on the arcades, and you actually have to be there. And the thing is that you were playing with other games, just like you do right now. But the only thing is that you have them right in front of you. That was the greatest part of the arcades, is because you were in front of all these gamers, and that actually become your friends, but at the same time they were your opponents. And we play many games, many second player games, but at the same time the fighting games became to the scene. So that was a great place to go. And we actually met all the people, we actually exchanged strategies on games and all that stuff. And that is what the arcade was so awesome. And I'm still saying that the arcades are 10 times better than the internet, than playing online. The only thing that I really like about online is that it actually expands your ability to play with other people, because not only you play with people locally, but you have people from around the world. And that is great. I really like to play online because it gives me that opportunity. At the moment, I only have Nintendo games. I have the DS and Wii, and as you know, you cannot talk with another person on the Wii, but you can actually do it on the PlayStation Network and the Xbox Live, and it actually gives you a sensation that you're actually communicating with that other gamer. But being on the arcades was so much better, because you have all these big machines with all those big screens, playing all those games like you have never played them before. Because even though that the games were ported to home consoles, they actually were not the same. And playing an arcade game, even though that you have the port on your house, was not the same thing as going out to the arcade and playing with your friends that big huge machine and spending all those quarters on the arcades. So I really want to go through all my gaming history, because I'm gonna use them for my videos. But since I do not have arcade games, I really want to share that with all of you. I'm gonna tag 3 people, 3 new YouTubers, people that do not have many subscriptions yet. I'm gonna tag them, but at the same time, you know, I always do say a bonus tag, which I always tag people that I really like, channels that I really like. So I'm gonna do that on the side, because I actually started to do the video and forgot to look for people to tag. So I'm gonna do that right now. So I'm not gonna be going. That is my gaming history tag for all of you. Thanks a lot, KENSLOG, for tagging me. So see you later.